Hey, what's going on, man? We back at it. It's Unfiltered Grind. Another day, another dollar. It's cold, windy. And it got me thinking, like, you know, my time in New York, is it's slowly but surely coming to an end. You heard? I ain't gonna lie. I'm born and raised, Long Island, New York, you feel me? I ain't gonna say which town I'm from, fuck you. But I'm born and raised here. You feel me? My family been here since like the 80s, I believe. I think that's when my mom immigrated here and my dad came after that. And, you know, my time here is slowly but surely coming to an end. You know, I don't know how many more years I have left here because I don't want to jump the gun. You feel me? And the part of the reason why I'm doing YouTube is because I want to get to a point where I'm making some money from this. So it help me in like my goals of being able to go wherever. That's why I have a passport. That's why I have this going. I have other things I'm trying to do because that's my goal. I want to be places where it's warm and sunny and more peaceful. You feel me? I've outgrown a lot of shit, and I've definitely outgrown this whole place too. You know, it's I love it here. I love it here, especially in the summer. The spring and summer in New York, I'm telling you, especially back in the day, yo, that shit is undefeated. I'm not gonna lie, it's undefeated. But the way it is nowadays, it ain't the same no more. You feel me? I feel like New York used to have an identity. I feel like when you was in New York, you had an identity to yourself. But now, nigga, everybody here, it's like you just trying to copy the next wave. You trying to copy this other person and copy that. Like music. Hip hop was birthed in New York. If you ain't know, you know now. New York birthed hip hop. This was the birth of it. Look at it now. This shit is trash. I mean, everybody say rap music in general is trash, but nigga, New York music is dirt. Like, New York rap is dirt. Especially since COVID. Since COVID, it's just been drill music. Drill music, sexy drill music, and these fake melodic niggas. That's all it's been. That's why I like my music. I stay original to me. But, you know, that's how it used to be. You know, I feel like New York had a culture. New York had its own thing going. Now we copying other trends and other waves. Like, for example, hairstyles. When I was coming up, I didn't see a lot of niggas with locks. Niggas had locks, but it wasn't a lot. And if you had locks, you was really into your locks. Now everybody has locks. Because you trying to copy Chicago niggas and down south niggas. Okay, you see, that's what they doing. You see Sexy Red making a song about dreadlocks and shit, so now every nigga want locks. The way niggas dress. A lot of niggas now up here, they dress like down south niggas or Chicago niggas. The lingo changed. Even me, like my lingo, I have some lingo I'll be saying that's like some down south lingo, some Chicago lingo. The lingo ain't the same either. You feel me? The accent ain't the same. Like one of my mans, he said I be sounding like a New York nigga. I'm like, duh, yeah, I'm from New York, bro. And niggas here, they sound soft. And like, I feel like back in the day, New York women used to sound sexy, you feel me? Like, they had a way to talk, but it was always fast and a little aggressive, but it sounded sexy in the same time. Now it's just ew. Ew. Like, ew. It just sounds nasty. And then like, you know, the winters ain't the same no more. Like, it used to snow. It don't snow no more. You don't get snowstorms no more. And you think I'm tripping because I used to like the snowstorms. I ain't going front. I used to go outside and throw snowballs at people and shit like that. I used to see big mounds of snow. Now, nigga, when it gets cold, it's just cold, bro. Bro, it's so ass. Like right now, it just be windy and cold. That's all it is. Windy and cold, and then it rains sometimes. And then once in the blue moon, it snows a little bit, but it only like kind of sprinkles the ground, and that's it. And then the weather just be weird. Like it be weird, bro. Like the weather here is weird now. Like this summer was the weirdest summer when it came to weather. It was In May, June, it was still type cold. It was like 60 something. I'm like, bro, at this point, it used to be like in the 70s, mid 80s and shit. And then, you know, you already know July, August, it's gonna get dumb hot. And then, it tapers down. This year it's weird. It got really, really hot for just July. And then after that, August, it started tapering down. September tapered down a little bit, and it got a little hotter. And then after that, once like my birthday passed in October, forget it. It just started getting brick. You know what I'm saying? Like the weather ain't the same. The vibe ain't the same no more. You feel me? The vibe don't be the same. The people ain't the same. I feel like niggas back in the day was more real. Niggas nowadays, y'all niggas is weird, bro. Niggas is doing zesty, sturdy dances and shit, my nigga. You know, niggas. You know the saying here, word is bond. Niggas word don't be bond no more over here. Y'all niggas word don't be bond no more. Niggas be over here backdooring they mans and shit. Niggas be over here lusting over their mans, shorty and shit like that. You know, and these little niggas, they don't know how to fight, my nigga. You don't, like when I was coming up in high school and shit like that, we used to slap box. Me and my niggas used to always slap box and shit. You don't see these niggas doing that shit like that no more. They don't be slap boxing. They don't be throwing the gloves on no more, my nigga. They don't be doing that shit no more, bro. These niggas, they just be over here playing the game and gooning. And just doing bullshit and crashing out. You know, like the YNs nowadays, these niggas, they just be crash outs, bro. When I was younger, in my early 20s and shit, because I'm 27, so I guess my late 20s now. It's like my late 20s. Like 2021, yeah, I wasn't doing the greatest, but like my goal was to get money. It was always to get money. New York get the money, you feel me? New Yorkers we get money. Now y'all niggas want to be drill rappers and gangsters and shit. It was mostly about getting the money. You know, we had the gangster era, 50 Cent them niggas, but it's always about getting the money. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Nigga used to be that, bro. Getting money. You know, now it's just crash out season. Niggas just crash out. And don't get me started on the women. The women ain't the same no more either. New York women used to look good, my nigga. Shit. New York women used to look good. New York women nowadays, no offense. Not all, but a lot look sloppy. A lot look sloppy. I can't cap. And I'm from Long Island. I'm not from the city. But I know the city. I've been in all the boroughs. I got family in Queens. Do I got family in Brooklyn? Nah, I don't think I got family in Brooklyn. I think I only got family in Queens. My grandmother used to live in, I believe, in Manhattan or the X before she moved back to Grenada. But I've been in the city a lot. Don't get it twisted. I know I know the subways, I know the buses, I know all that shit. City women used to be sexy. Long Island women used to be sexy, but they had their own kind of sauce with it. They don't swag with it. Now, nigga, you know, a lot of these shorties, they be mad freaking sloppy. They catcalling niggas now. Like, I remember I was in Brooklyn one day. I think it was last weekend or 2 weekends ago. I was in Brooklyn. I was with my mans. We was getting some food, and we walking from my car, and some bitches was in the car with some nigga in the car, and she driving through, and she's like, yo, you look good, my heart. Yo, you look good, my heart. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That shit ain't sexy. That's, to me, I don't like that shit. I don't like girls who overly aggressive. Like, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that you doing that. You doing what niggas do. You catcalling me like a nigga. No, nah, bro. You know, and they over here, they be trying to pop their shit, and you know, and they be built kind of weird, and you know, like New York women don't be the same either. You feel me? You know, they weird, like, you know, they weird a little bit. You know, bitches out here be popping Percocets and shit now. Yo, shorty's out. I remember I told this little nigga at my other job, I'm like, yo, I was dealing with a shorty. She said she had a Percocet addiction. Nigga was like, yo, what the hell? She did perks. Yo, them is man drugs. I said, yo, you dead ass right. Those is man drugs. She said she didn't even smoke weed. She was just popping perks. I said, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, they really be moving like niggas. Like, it's bad, bro. And No disrespect, but a lot of them don't be looking up to par to be acting the way they be acting, bro. You better act the way you fucking look, my nigga. If your stomach stick out just as much as your ass, you better not be out here popping your shit like that. But then again, you got niggas out here who cornballs who fiend for anything. So, you know, they feeling themselves because they get niggas. You know, New York not the same no more. The vibe not the same no more. This is not, I don't know, it ain't the same. Like, I like going to the city, but you know, it's just I don't know. It ain't this. It's just not the same. Like how we used to. The summers, then it's not the same. You know, the holidays here not the same. It's just I don't know. It's just not the same. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I just lived here for too long. I don't know. Maybe I just lived here for too long now, but because I'm 27, I've lived here for 25 years out of my life because I stayed in Pennsylvania for like 2 years. I stayed in Pennsylvania from 2016, like September of 2016 or August of 2016 till 2018 to I believe the spring of 2018. Those were my years of college. So I stayed in PA for those years. Other than summers I was here. You know? And so I lived out there for a while. But the majority of my life has been in New York. You know, it ain't the same, man. The parties ain't the same no more. You pop out. I miss the double tapping days, man. I used to double tap on bitches and shit like that. And, you know, and they put a double tap music, my nigga. And, you know, I miss them days, my nigga. You know, you go out now, it'll just be a bunch of bullshit. I swear to God, it'll be a bunch of bullshit. And it's all over the country, but here especially, the energy ain't the same unless you go to the Labor Day parade. Labor Day parade is the only time I love going out. That's the only time. If you know, you know. I love the Labor Day parade. They always say that someone gets shot or whatever. I've never been through nothing because I know how to stay out the way. Every time I go to Labor Day parade, I go to the Parkway in Brooklyn, I have a good time. But that's about it. Anything else, nigga, that shit trash. The club's trash. The functions is trash. Like, you know, the best time you're gonna have is you just do some low-key things. That's it. The food's still busting up. That's one thing about New York. I'll always give that. New York got good ass food. Long Island and the city. People sleep on Long Island when it comes to the food. Long Island got great places to eat. Long Island got great places to eat. Just not when it comes to like Caribbean food and shit like that. You want that type of, you gotta go to the city. But Long Island got great places to eat. You want a nice ass dinner. You want to take a woman out somewhere to a nice ass place to eat. Man, Long Island got some shit, boy. But New York got some good ass food. That shit will never change. But you know, other than that, it's not the same. You know, they gentrified the shit. They gentrified the city. They gentrified Long Island too. Cause niggas think that Long Island is just like niggas in the Long Island is just rich white people. Nah. There's people out here, you know, there's hoods out here. People struggle out here too. Like, trust and believe. We just live in houses. But a lot of people who live in houses out here, you know, they on Section 8. Or they got mad niggas in one house. So it's like, you know, you got your own little mini apartment. You be having like 20 niggas in one house. I've seen that shit. That ain't nothing new. You know how people be over here sharing their homes? That's always been a thing here. I had neighbors like that. You go in their crib, they got like 10 different cars in the parkway, in the driveway and shit like that. That ain't nothing new. That's nothing new at all. That's nothing new. So, you know, it's just gentrified. It's not the same no more. You know, they're making it nicer and shit. You know, the gritty vibe to it is not really there no more. It's just different. The kids ain't the same. You know, you don't see people out here playing ball like that. You don't see a lot of motherfuckers on like being outside playing ball. You know, it ain't the same no more. It's not. So I don't know. All I know is like my time here is limited. My goal is to get out. Maybe not out of America, But definitely New York, I want out. And it's just because the vibe of it is not the same for me no more. I just want to leave. It's really not like the cost of living. Because a lot of people, they want to leave here because they think it's cheaper. You're stupid. Everywhere in America is expensive. I don't care where you go. Everywhere is expensive. You can go live in the hood and it's expensive. You can go live in the boondocks, it's expensive. It's all expensive. It's just that over here, like the cost of living is higher, yeah, but the pay is higher. A lot of people, they leave and then go, like, let's say they go down south. A lot of niggas, they like going to either Florida or North Carolina. And then a lot come right back because they can't keep up with the cost of living. Because, yeah, it's cheaper, but when you go down somewhere and you got jobs that only pay you like $17 an hour, nigga, max. Because the minimum wage here is like 16, 17. You could find some jobs out here that be like 30 an hour, 45 an hour, whatever. You don't need too much experience. But when you going somewhere else and you trying to do that same shit and you realize that you can't find a job that's only 20 an hour, you're gonna be fucked up. That's why I never listened to nobody when they was like, yo, you trying to move down? Nah, nigga, I gotta leave with a plan because I'm trying to make the same money I'm making here somewhere else or more. I take my mentality and the money I'm making here and I take it somewhere else, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be really good. But if I try to leave here just to leave because I'm just tired of being here, nah, nigga, I'm gonna struggle, bro. It's stupid. So I have to make a plan. I gotta plan this shit out because I'm not just gonna up and leave because I'm tired of this. Nah, nigga, you bugging. New York is where the money's at. I'm sorry. Like, New York is where the paper's at. Literally. Like, nigga, Wall Street is here. Like, bro, New York is where the money's at. You get your paper here and then you go. Niggas just be want to leave because it's too hard for y'all. Nah, you gotta hustle. But, you know, that's my goal. Get the fuck up out of here at some point. Not yet. I'm not OD in a rush. But every time the winter come here, it pushes me further and further away because I'm like, yo, I'm tired of this, yo. It's November something. It's cold, nigga, already. Windy, cold. And you know, like, you know, and bitches out here, they really don't like niggas. So you can't even fuck with nobody out here because they don't even fuck with no niggas. You know, these women out here, they'll say him like, I hate these niggas, fuck y'all niggas, but they still be sleeping with niggas. It makes no sense. All I know is I gotta make my exit. So my goal is to make my exit. So, you know, this is a little rant. You know, New York nigga, I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. And wherever I do go, just know it's gonna be warm and sunny. That's all I know. It's gonna be warm and sunny majority of the time. Alright? But I know the vibes. Drink your water. Eat your fruits, man. Deuces here.